So a couple of years ago, January and I were sitting down and discussing some of our community plans for the year, and he said to me, the young warriors in my area, none of them are involved in conservation. Do you think it's a good idea if we can bring them on board? Let's see if they want to be involved in conservation. And we discussed this for a while, and we said, that's a great idea. Let's ask the warriors if they want to be engaged in conservation in this area. So January invited 5 warriors from his area, and he asked them, he said, do you want to be involved in conservation? Because you guys are really the ones who are out there in the bush. You're the eyes and the ears of this area. You live with wildlife. So it would be great if you guys actually understood why it's important to conserve the wildlife you're living with. So he invited these 5 warriors and asked them, do you want to be involved? And they were very surprised. They said, yes, absolutely, we do. No one's ever asked us if we can be involved in conservation and become key decision makers. So we started off with 5 warriors in 2010, and the program grew, and now we have 16 wildlife warriors who are really engaged in conservation and are amazing wildlife ambassadors within their area. So we trained them, we had a lot of workshops, we showed them how to use GPS units, how to collect data. They live in their areas, and every day they go out, they patrol, they take their binoculars, and they see what's in their area, and they talk to people about those animals. They say, there's cheetahs here today, let's make sure that these cheetahs don't get into conflict with humans. Let's keep your livestock away from the cheetahs. They do that with the lions, do that with the other carnivores, such as wild dogs. They're very active within their areas. Here's one of our warriors, Paresi, who's out there with his GPS unit collecting data and really writing down what's in his area. Livestock enclosures, where people put their livestock in at night, these are often very poorly made. And the warriors help the local people in these villages. They reinforce these livestock enclosures, which are known as bomas, and make them more predator-proof. So it's much more difficult for predators to come into these bomas and difficult for livestock to stray out. So when we started the program, we asked the warriors, we said, what would you like in exchange for this great wildlife information that you're giving us? And they said, we would like education. We've never had the chance to go to school. We don't know how to read and write. We can't write our names. We would like this opportunity. So we started a Sunday school with our warriors back in 2010. And now, a couple of years later, all our warriors are able to read and write. They can write information and stories about what they see during the week, and they can do this both in English and Kiswahili, the local language. We really began to see that this program's working, and we would like to expand it and involve more warriors in conservation. But before we did that, we decided to evaluate the study. So we had an independent researcher come out a couple of years ago and really evaluated the program. The results were so positive. It showed that this program, which is known as Warrior Watch, has empowered the warriors in the area. And also the local people's attitudes towards predators had greatly improved as a direct result of the Warrior Watch program. So now we know that Warrior Watch is working. People are becoming a lot more tolerant to living with predators. And so this enabled us to expand our program, which is currently what we're doing.